Hey, what's up everybody, it's Albie, and today I have a new video for you guys. Obviously Easter was yesterday, so this is going to be kind of an Easter inspired video. I hope you guys all had a great Easter. I know I did. I spent some time with my family, went to Perkins, got some great food, and then today is my sister's birthday, so very, very hectic, busy kind of day yesterday where we were celebrating both of those at once, but it was definitely a lot of fun, very good day, and so today I have kind of an Easter-inspired video for you guys, and like I said, I hope you guys did have a good Easter. Hopefully you guys spent some time with your families, and even if you don't celebrate Easter, hopefully you guys just, had a great day yesterday. So today we are looking at the top 5 rabbits in Magic the Gathering. So before I begin this, there are a few rules I kind of have to set forward for this top 5 rabbits list. So the first rule is that there are only, or I guess not first rule, but just first thing to kind of let you guys know, some of these cards have the beast creature type as the only creature type on their card, but they have all been oracled into the rabbit type as well. So if you were to use these at a tournament, they would still count as rabbit beast if the word beast is on the card. It's kind of weird with old cards because they didn't have like the specific typings for rabbit back then, so they were just considered beasts. But now they're considered rabbits as well. So if you were to use them at a tournament or whatever, they would be considered as a rabbit. If it said, I don't know, destroy target rabbit, you would be able to target all of these creatures. And then the second big rule here is that there is actually only 4 rabbits in Magic the Gathering. But this is a top 5 list, and top 4 just sounds kind of weird. So the number 5 list, or the number 5 card, actually isn't a creature. It's just a card with a lot of bunnies on it. So, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the top 5 list now. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this. It seems like a lot of fun, and I remember one of these cards very, very specifically, and so I have a lot of fond memories of rabbits in Magic the Gathering. I also own a rabbit myself, so rabbits are just a really cool animal. So let's go ahead and get into this. Number 5 is an unhinged or unglued card. This is when Fluffy Bunnies attack. Obviously, this is kind of an okay card. Like, it's a removal spell and it's instant speed, which is fine, but it's unhinged / unglued, so obviously not tournament playable. The reason I chose this one as the number 5 spot is because of all the random bunnies on this card. I counted them up. I believe there are 30 bunnies on this card, but there's possibility that there is a 31st bunny hidden up at the top right to the direct left of the dragon's head. I did not count that one, however, there is a slight like little white dot there, which could make it 31 rabbits instead of 30 rabbits, but there are definitely at least 30 rabbits on this card, which by far makes it the most rabbits on one singular Magic the Gathering card. Here at the number 4 spot, getting into the actual rabbits, we have Zodiac Rabbit, or kind of like the most iconic rabbit, I guess. This was the one that most people were tweeting out yesterday when they were saying their Happy Easter tweets. They would tweet out a picture of Zodiac Rabbit. So Zodiac Rabbit is 1 green for a 1/1 with Forest Walk. It's from Portal 3 Kingdoms. So very kind of basic creature. You can get in there for 1 damage as long as they have a forest. If not, it's just kind of a 1/1 for 1, which isn't exactly the greatest. So yeah, number 4 is Zodiac Rabbit. At the number 3 spot, we have Jackalope Herd, which is 3 colors and 1 green for a 4/5 rabbit beast. And then if you play any spell, return Jackalope Herd to its owner's hand. So Jackalope Herd, obviously not the best card. There's some downside to it, which is actually a pretty intense downside, but you are getting a creature above curve, so you can go ahead and attack in with your, or you can play your Jackalope Herd, have it to block your opponent's stuff, and then go ahead and attack in with your Jackalope Herd the next turn. Then maybe get it for 4 damage, play another creature, return it back to your hand, and then you always have something to do with your mana because you're either playing a creature or you're replaying the Jackalope Herd. So it's not a good card, obviously. It's just a common. It seems okay. It's definitely not something that you would like first pick in draft, that you would first pick in draft, or anything like that. But it is a reasonable card. And when's the last time you saw a bunny with horns on its head? Exactly. Alright, on to the number 2 spot, we have Visidrix, which is the first rare. There's 2 commons and 2 rares. The first 2 that you saw were commons, and then the second spot and the first spot are both rares. So Visidrix is 6 colorless and 1 blue for a 6/6 Rabbit Beast. Visidrix is a really old card and one of the first kind of rares that I remember having. I remember when I looked up that the gold symbol on the right side of the card meant that it was a rare, and the person who taught me to play Magic had a Visidrix, and I was like, oh my god, I love this thing. It's a rare. That's so cool. Obviously, back then I didn't know that the card was like was basically horrendous, but it's still a really cool card. Some kind of cool memories there, and everyone loves Visidrix. It's this was like the other main one that people were tweeting out yesterday. It was either between Zodiac Rabbit or Visidrix that people were tweeting out Happy Easter with. So number 2 rabbit on this list is Visidrix. And at the number 1 spot, Kezardrix. So Kezardrix is 4 mana, 2 colorless, and 2 black for a Rabbit Beast. It is a 4/4 as well, and it has First Strike. So that's obviously much better than the other cards that we've seen on here. So it does have one downside, which is at the beginning of your upkeep, if your opponents control no creatures, Kezardrix deals 4 damage to you. So obviously, if our opponent has no creatures, we're probably in good shape anyway, and we're willing to take the 4 damage knowing that we can get in for another 4 damage ourselves. Even if they do have a creature, our creature has First Strike, which is really good. So Kezardrix is just, a really fine card. So yeah, these are your top 5 rabbits in Magic the Gathering. Recap them when Fluffy Bunnies attack, because there's 30 bunnies in the picture, man. There's 30 bunnies. So much fluffiness. Number 4, Zodiac Rabbit. Just a nice, cute little bunny. Number 3, Jackalope Herd. It's a rabbit with deer horns. Can't get much better than that. Visidrix, very iconic kind of card for back when Magic was kind of trying to decrease the power level of all their cards back in the early game. And then number 1, Visidrix, which is like the only playable rabbit, and it's even not like extremely playable. It's still a pretty good card. So yeah, these are your top 5 rabbits in Magic the Gathering. If you did enjoy this, go ahead and leave a like on the video. Be sure to subscribe for new videos in the future, and tell me down below if you think I got my list wrong. Would you have picked a different card for the number 5 list, or for the number 5 spot? Would you have gone with something like Little Girl instead, since she's wearing bunny ears? I personally liked going with When Fluffy Bunnies Attack just because of the sheer amount of rabbits on that card. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.